Hey, I'm Jason Moon Wilkins inside the Sonic Cathedral with now Nashville-based artist Chrysalis. So we were just talking about how you grew up in the Boston area, but made the move to Nashville relatively recently. A, sort of what prompted that move, and B, have you felt any changes since you've been to Nashville?
Oh my God, super. First of all, uh, definitely made it because, well, two reasons: music and besties.
Okay.
Um, I moved in September because all the leases in Boston end. It's like they all start and end September 1st because of so many of the colleges.
Yeah.
So I stayed for the end of the summer after I graduated from college, and then um moved here. But I had like a bunch of friends who were moving here. I mean, like my whole my band that was just on stage with me, we all went to college together. Um so yeah, I moved here with my friends and it's been fun. I mean, the second that I got here, I was like, I need to be a shredder. Like, I cannot be mid anymore at like
Mm.
guitar. And I'm still working on that. But I've been like, since I moved here, just like because the instrumentalists are like, it's like a different level I've never seen before. Just like everyone is like so good. And so I started taking guitar lessons with my bestie Benji, who played guitar for me back when I lived in Boston. Um, and yeah, I've been like trying to challenge myself. I added every Monday I don't work at my coffee shop, and I have my professional development day where I teach a songwriting lesson in the morning and then I take my guitar lesson, and then I was taking this like poetry class for a couple weeks too. So I feel like it's pushed me to like be better cuz everyone else is really good. I'm like, okay, I have to be really good now.
I love this professional development day idea.
Thanks.
Yeah, I need to probably apply this to my own life. Or maybe skill building day. I don't know. There's things I'm going to learn how to do.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And it's like tough to like set aside a day, you know? Like, and since, I mean, I'm at the coffee shop whenever they schedule me. So it was nice to be like, no, no scheduling me on Mondays. Mondays are
That's your day.
yeah, it's my day.
Well, you went to school before college with, and I read a little bit about your theater background, fellow theater kid.
Classic.
I wonder, yeah, shocking that you end up on a stage. But I wonder for you, did those experiences inform, or do you call back to any of those experiences at time on stage, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
muscle memory?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, when it comes to, um, when I started writing, I mean, I started like really taking songwriting like seriously during COVID. Like it was me in the pandemic. And I think I was able to like write these songs so easily because it was like I already knew how to do all of the like character build. Like I had already
Mm.
done all the stuff when it comes to like analyzing a song, and it's like you want like your moment before, and you why are you different at the end of the song versus the beginning. And so I knew how to do all that stuff, so it was like, okay, I know how to like create a story within like 2 or 3 minutes. So I mean, I'm just gonna put it to music. So I definitely feel like when it comes to my songwriting, also I've had a lot of people. Oh, it's only ever theater kids though. Who will come up to me after I play a set, and they're like, "You do theater. I can tell." Because it's like I feel like, I mean, I also, my vocal training is all from like a musical theater and
Yeah.
like classical musical theater background, like all that golden age. I used to, whoa,
Yeah.
used to do all that. And so I feel like that also helps me when it comes to like, I mean, when I'm like belting it out, like that was my musical theater days coming through. So
Well, that's helpful because a lot of artists who haven't done some of that vocal training, you can really mess yourself up, especially at bars and you're talking afterwards and all the
yeah,
things that you sort of learn through that.
yeah. No, it was very helpful to like have that as like a start. I think a lot of like my bestie Benji, I was just talking about, who played guitar for me, like started in like doing jazz guitar, and a bunch of like my besties have started in like these different, like we'll have different backgrounds. I feel like it's helpful to have those things, not necessary but helpful, because then you have like different places to reference.
Yeah, you have a foundation.
Yeah.
Well, for you, I was reading about how the first song came to you in a dream. It's fascinating. I've had this experience. A lot of people have had the experience, and you may know this, where they think it's a new song, and then they've rewritten whatever, some famous song.
I've done
So,
that.
do you feel though, having talked to a lot of artists over the years, a lot of them will talk about how this song, this concept feels like it is coming from somewhere else. How is that for you? Like you said, you've got structure, you have this foundational aspect, but that actual inspirational spark, do you feel that's something else?
Yes. It's like crazy. It like takes over me. I'm like, whoa. Like when I start writing something that I like really like I feel like most of my songs I've written at least like a complete first draft all at once. Like, cause I'm just like, I just have so much, oh man, and the next thing and da-da-da. And I'm like, whoa, you know, I feel like I just like, it's crazy, you know, it's so fun. I love to like write with and like collaborate with my besties too, because I feel like we all kind of do a little bit of that. Like I can, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like when you're all playing together and you do a little thing and it's like, whoa.
You're the moment together.
Yeah, it's like so beautiful. I love it. I literally love making music. It's so fun.
That's great. And it comes across. Wonderful records. Following you on social media, seeing that you talk very openly about the challenges right now being non-binary, you know, in a situation where that is literally coming under attack. You talk to other artists, other non-binary people about what it might be creating in this moment. And I think back to moments when people are attacked. Sometimes it comes out musically. For you, has it inspired anything?
I mean, yeah, very, very much so. And not just being non-binary, but I just also feel like with so much, like, I don't know, every time I open my phone, it feels like it's like, I don't know, there's like a new law being put. I watched this TikTok the other day and it was like someone talking about how the news reads to them and it was like, no dogs allowed. Like, or like something like stupid. It's like, what? Like, that's so like crazy. Like, how can you be doing this? Is just how it kind of feels to me. And so I don't know. Yeah, I feel so angry and sad and like powerless when like, I don't know, people like Trump and Elon are like just like, so I don't know. It just feels like everything that they're doing is just in their own interest rather than actually to help people. I don't know. It's I just think it's very selfish. So I feel like it is definitely helpful for my songwriting because I have all this energy and I'm mad and I don't know where else to put it and there's nowhere else for it to go other than like, so yeah, I feel like my record after this one is going to be very political. I've started writing it and it's like about like being I'm co-writing it with my friend Entefon, a friend from Boston who I went to Berkeley with. And we wrote a song last summer about these two guys, Josh and Carson. And it's like half Heartstopper fan fiction. I'm a huge fan of Heartstopper.
Okay.
Like huge. I love that show so much. It makes me like, it like heals my heart. But I think a big reason why it does is because it's all these like queer kids who like, yeah, they talk about their queerness, but like there's so much more than that. Like, I don't know, like there's this trans girl in the show, Elle, who like, yeah, they talk about how she's trans and she struggles because of it, but she's also like an artist and she also like has this whole storyline with the boyfriend and like there's so much more to her than like the thing, like the struggles that she has. And I don't think a lot of like media shows more than just like the struggles that in this, like same thing with like honestly any like minority group. It's just like the vast majority of the way that they're talked about is like, oh well, life sucks for them, and it's like, well, like okay, I don't know what like there's so much more than that.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, so I started writing this thing about Josh and Carson, these fictional guys who it's kind of Heartstopper fan fiction in the sense that it is like kind of modeled after Charlie and the other guy. Oh my God, I'm forgetting his name. Nick. Charlie and Nick.
Okay.
You should watch this show,
okay.
by the way. It's like
Got
so
it.
good. It's so good. It's my favorite. It's so good. But basically, it's like about it's kind of about them in the sense that the main storyline is like these two guys like end up like falling in love. Josh, who's like on the football team and he's like more masculine, and there's Carson who like he like kind of gets bullied because he's like a little more feminine, and which is the characteristics of also the show. But in this fictional universe that me and Antiphon created, Carson ends up getting sent to conversion therapy. And so we wrote a song about that called Black Sheep, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And I've been thinking a lot about Heartstopper and Josh and Carson and like the fact that obviously I'm talking about fictional people when I'm saying, oh, Josh and Carson, Heartstopper, but it matters so much to me because these are actual people who are kids who are in America and who are not able to be themselves. And if Elle, the trans girl from Heartstopper, had been like growing up as a trans kid now, like she wouldn't be at the all girls school, like having all these friends and able to thrive because of all the struggles that like that's discrimination that's happening. And so it's just like, I don't know, with all this stuff specifically like surrounding like and just legislation trying to prevent like trans kids from accessing care, that specifically like really makes me so sad because it's like that's a group of people that can't even advocate for themselves because they're not old enough, you know what I mean, like to vote at least. And so it's definitely influencing my writing. I think honestly I cannot put a pen to a piece of paper right now without writing about like things that are bigger than me, which I mean in a sense is good because it's like, I mean, I feel like my life's doing all right now, which is like lit on an individual basis, but also like, it's just the things that I'm like stressed about and the things that I'm trying to grapple through is what I'm always writing about. And what I'm stressed about right now is that. So.
And there's a song on the forthcoming record that does feel like it has a little bit of that in it with Do You? You ask questions in the chorus, and I wonder who are you asking those questions to?
Yeah, most of my songs, I feel like I release them once I feel emotionally separated enough from it, but I don't feel like I did that with Do You and a lot of the songs on the project, which is why, like, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of, like, collaging to promote the song or, like, doing my, like, craft. Because I love my craft, too, but doing more of, like, showing my craft rather than talking about it. But, basically, it was to a family member, a close family member. I had been posting about Palestine on my Instagram. This is just something that's really important to me because I feel like my basis or what I think is just we deserve to exist and we deserve to be fed and not to be worried about our homes, and we deserve to have dreams and to grow up. And I had a pretty bad fight with a close family member about this, and it just made me really sad because I just feel like all that I've been taught is to be kind to other people and to care about other people and to advocate when people are being silenced. And so it almost felt like a slap in the face because it was like, well, if that's like my moral compass and my beliefs are based in the fact that I believe that everyone deserves the right to exist. And if you, as someone who is older than me and who is supposed to know better, is not in alignment with that, then like it just goes into question like everything, you know? It's like, well, I don't know. I guess it also, and just I wrote all these songs within like my junior and senior year of college. So it's also like I was like leaving college and like I moved out of state for the first time. So it's also like, what are the things that I like want to keep with me and what are the things that I want to leave behind when it comes to like becoming my own person, you know? And I don't know. I'm still figuring that out. I mean, I'm 23. I'm not like...
I'm 52 and I'm still figuring it out.
I guess we're all figuring it out, right? So, yeah. So that song And some of the other songs off the record came out of that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And I want to reflect that that's something I think a whole lot of people are going through, because there are reactions now that we see from people within my family, within friends, whatever, that are so antithetical to this baseline understanding that I think we all thought we had.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
If this is good, who is the hero? And now some of this seems a little bit flipped upside down, and it does shake the foundation of, well, how are we relating now if what I think of as good and what you think of as bad is so completely different? It's difficult.
Yeah, and like fundamental like beliefs when it comes to like I'm figuring it out. I don't know what's right and what's wrong, but one thing that I can tell you with complete certainty that I promise you that I will not ever regret saying is that people deserve to exist. Like, people deserve to live. People don't like deserve to not fear for their life.
Yeah.
You know, and if we are not in agreement about that, I don't know what to tell, like that.
Yeah.
That's so sad. That makes me so sad. Why do you deserve that? Or why do you think that people don't deserve to exist? Like,
yeah, it's a tough place to start relation with when you're doing that. Yeah.
And it's also like, I mean, I see the parallels between like, I mean, as a trans person, it's not looking like this current administration like gives a shit about me, you know? And it's like just seeing that, like, I don't know, no one, I feel like we have to care for one another. And if I would hope that if that were happening to me, that someone would speak up and would care. And I would want I have a ton of cis friends. I'm hoping that they're caring about the trans people who are like affected by this. You know what I mean? It's like, there's like a quote that's, I don't know the exact quote, but it's like, first they came for these people and I didn't go because they weren't me. And then they came for these people, but then it wasn't me. So I didn't say anything. And then they came for me and I didn't have any, and no one could speak for me.
Yeah.
It's like, no, like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
I do. Well, let's end on something that's much easier. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So when originally reading through your bio, you mentioned a cat cleverly named Joni Michelle.
Yeah.
But your new record is about dogs, kind of. Well, it's dog songs, and you have a song called Hounds.
Right.
I love dogs.
Me
so
too.
For those who might feel betrayed,
cat lovers.
Yes. Talk a little bit about why dogs, not cats.
So
I'm speaking for the cat community. No, I love both. I'm allergic to cats, so I can't have cats.
Oh, so you're like,
but I have dogs. Yeah.
Oh, and you're like, why'd you betray Joni Michelle like that?
I don't know. Yeah, Joni Michelle.
Yeah.
She's crying now.
No, so basically, so I called the album Dog Songs because I wrote Pay It Forward first, which is dog in the corner, controlled by his owner, have like metaphorical dog song.
Okay.
It's like not actually about a dog. It's about the cycles of abuse, but I say it from the perspective of a dog. And it's like, well, then the dog ends up doing the same harm. So it's like, why is the dog different? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So metaphorical dog song, but then I wrote Hounds. And then before it was called Hounds, it was called Dog Song 2 because I thought that was cheeky because I had the one dog song that I had just written. And then I wrote the second one and I was like, haha, 2 dog songs. But then I was like, no, that's stupid. I don't want a song to be called Dog Song 2. So then I renamed it Hounds. But then, yeah, I was like, that's kind of silly to make my album called Dog Songs. And it's almost like, yeah, like the Hounds is like a literal dog song. Yeah. That's like actually from the perspective of a dog. That's from the perspective of my childhood dog. Basically what happened is when I was in 5th grade, I was like going to like get on the bus. And I get on the bus and then we start going down the road and I'm in the front of the bus because I'm like a 5th grader. The 8th graders in the back of the bus.
Sure.
They're like, Indigo, like your dog is running after the bus. Lo and behold, Oscar, my childhood dog, running after the bus. He is running. He escaped the electric fence. My mom's in her flip-flops. She's trying to grab the dog, but he's so fast. Mm-hmm. And we were like about to go onto like the highway and it was like scary. And I was like, oh my God, the dog. But then he like stopped before it got on the highway, got distracted by a squirrel. Thank God he was totally fine. But basically the song is from his perspective and like experiencing like that kind of freedom for the first time of being like, holy shit, like all this was like all just like in my backyard. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so yeah, both of them I feel like are, and the whole record is just like about like, it's like about growing up and being like, yeah, what am I going to take with me? What am I going to leave behind? Who am I? You know, in like the least cringe way possible. You know? So yeah, it's because of that one song, but I do have a cat, Joni Michelle. I grew up with dogs, but I do have a cat and I love my cat. But yeah, actually there is a song about her out that I specifically about my cat, written by Coco Smith and Emma Harner, my besties from college. So if you actually do want to check out a song, it's called Joan, and it is literally about my cat, and it's out on all stream platforms. So if you want to listen to the song, free plug.
Listen to dog songs first, and then follow it up with
Joan, the song about my cat.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Chrysalis, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.